Okay, I've had a couple of people ask me about my use of Mendeley and how to use it. So I'm going to go through a couple of things and try to make a short video. I'm using a Mac, so some things may not look familiar to you, and I'm using the browser Chrome. Mendeley is an app or a program, however you want to call it, that's loaded locally on the system. So I'm going to go to Mendeley right now. And I'm going to make a new search folder. I'm going to add... We're just going to call this elbow contracture example. Somebody I know just had elbow surgery, so I thought maybe that'd be a good topic to search. I'm going to go back over now to the TW homepage. I'm going to search for elbow contracture exercise physical therapy and see what I get. So I don't want children. Oh, this is a video that has online access. I've never even tried to do that before. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a few articles here that I like. And I'm going to show you how to import them real quickly. Let's just say we're going to just like most of this list here. There's one on Dupuytren's. Doesn't really apply, but it actually kind of looks interesting because I have a little bit of Dupuytren's myself. So I've got 8 selected here, as you can see, out of 2,584 results. We're not going to get into searches right now, but what I want to show you, if you're using the TW page, or a lot of pages work this way, I can hit here and it applies to all of my 8 selections. For Mendeley, the thing that I found to be the most helpful is the export RIS. You don't have to select anything in here, just hit download, and you'll see that it downloaded down at the bottom. Close it, and then I'm going to come over to Mendeley and I want to look at those articles. So I'm going to go up here to add files. This is the RIS file that I just imported. I'm going to open it and put it right here. See that we have everything, the abstracts and then the whole 9 yards. Another way that you can add, we had an assignment this week that had a lot of web pages. So let's look up a Google search and see what we get. So this is a Science Direct. This is actually an article we can download a PDF to. I'm not going to bother with that right now. Ortho bullets. That's one that I would like to index. So here is something about elbow stiffness and contractures. Depending on who is looking at this, they may want to see when it was published and when it was updated and some other things. And we've got an update right here, updated on 12/28/2018. So I'm going to Command-C copy that. I'm going to go up here to my Mendeley web importer. I'm going to hit that. It's found this here. I'm also going to have it go, it's going to add the PDFs if they're available, but I'm going to hit this edit button here because I need to know when it's updated. I was using AMA Citations, and it's not really good for entering the updated thing. All it does is it doesn't even put published here. It'll just put a date. So we want it to show when it was updated. I don't know when it was published. I'm not going to worry about that. But this is the normal format. So I'm going to do that real quick and take the rest of that out. I'm going to add it, and there it goes, and it went to the cloud. So now to find that abstract in here, I'm going to go back over here and hit sync. Oh, you know what? I imported it into the wrong folder. There it is. I'm going to drag it over into this elbow flexion contracture folder, and we're going to take a look at it here. There's no author on it because I didn't have an author, and it says updated December 28, 2018, just what we wanted. There's the URL and the title. I'm going to go ahead and say the details are correct and get done with that. So now that I have these articles in front of me, I want to take a moment and look through each of the abstracts. Now if I double click them, it doesn't do anything, but I can come over here and read the abstract. And what I would do is I would tag them. I haven't really figured out what's the best way to tag just yet. I'm going to put keep on this one, and we'll tag this one. Nope, I don't want it. We'll tag this one keep. And we'll tag this one keep. We'll just do 4 here. Maybe 4. We'll do 1 more keep. So I've read those abstracts, decided they're worthwhile. I'm going to go up here to the search list, and I'm going to put, I think I can search the tags this way. I should be able to search the tags. See where it says tag here, tag keep, tag keep, tag keep. These are the ones that I want to keep. So it only pulled those up. I'm going to come over here now, and I'm going to copy that title. I'm going to come back here to my TW page, put that title in. I found this is the fastest way to get this done, because otherwise a lot of things don't work out. It just takes a lot more time. I'm going to go ahead and sign in here real quick. So I'm going to go to my full text options. Oh, this one has not been working well lately. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the PDF. I'm going to download the PDF. Go ahead and save it. I'm going to come back over to Mendeley, and I'm going to come down here to the file. And I know that's the one I just downloaded. So I double clicked on it. We should see the little file symbol pop up. I'm going to double click and just see. Yes, it's the correct one. So I've had problems where the abstract is wrong or the citation is wrong, etc. So I have gotten more careful about how I do this so I don't get the wrong citation with the wrong article. So I went and found another title that I liked. I'm going to go ahead and pick it up here. What was that? It was a, okay. After surgical release, yep, okay, this is it. So I'm going to go to our full text options. I hope it's not that high impact collection. No, it's really easy here. It's download PDF. And then we'll go back to Mendeley. Hit the file, add this guy in there. Make sure that's the one that I want. There it is. Perfect. So now that I have some articles that I want, I have a few things that I can do. I still have the keep ones selected, the ones that I want. I can undo that now if I want. I'm just going to look at these two that I have the article downloaded on. I can make general notes over here, and I can say this is an article on continuous passive motion of the elbow. And I can also make very specific notes. So I'll double click here and hit this little button here. This is a really well designed study. I should replicate their methods as much as I can. And you can see how that is. If I click right on this, it shows the note. If I click here only, it only shows the noted part. You can copy it, you can trash it, do whatever you want. So you notice in this pane over here now I have both the general notes and I have the private annotations is what they call them. I just downloaded a new version, so it's a little bit different. You can bold, italicize, underline, etc. I've not used this contents button yet. This is totally new. That is interesting. I may use that in the future. Now, here are the details. So let me go back over here. One thing you can do that I found helpful is I can scroll through like this. You've seen the right pane change. Once you've made notes, I've went back here. Let's do a knee flexion contracture example. Let's put notes up here on the screen. Let's see. I'm going to use my arrow key. I'm going to watch that right pane and see which of these I have noted. This didn't turn out like I wanted to. Oh, here are a couple that I did some notes on, some rather extensive notes. You can go back and you can search here by the general notes. So I said CPM is mentioned in the one, and it's mentioned in both the notes and it's also mentioned within the article too. So I think it'll show here, if I pull this window over, you can see where it is in the article. There's my note, there's the abstract with CPM in it, and there's the text with CPM in that as well. So there's the general note that you can search, and I have taken one specific note on that. One other thing that I didn't mention, or a couple of other things here, you can arrange these columns however you like. So this is arranged by author ascending, author descending, title, year, etc. So let's say that I have my authors ascending and I want to go straight to the Lee article. I can click on any article here and just type LEE, and it takes me straight to that article. Now I decide that there's 3 articles here that I can't find that are really bugging me here. So I'm going to do these 3, and I'm going to send a note to the librarian. I'm going to right click, I'm going to put copy as formatted citation. We're going to act like this Word file is an email, and they come out right like that, ready to go, so the librarian can use them. In the class that I'm taking right now, we have discussions where we have to go through and discuss an article or articles or even the textbook, and we have to reference them right on Canvas. Another nifty feature, I'm going to go ahead and take this away here so we don't have anything on that page. Another nifty feature is you can drag and drop them straight into Google Documents or the Canvas conversation itself. So I'm going to put my mouse down, I'm going to hold it, and I'm not going to take it over here. I'm going to take it off my screen because I'm working on a Mac. And I'm still dragging it. I'm going to drop it right here. And those just all dropped in straight like that. The way these are formatted will depend on what you've chosen up here in the View menu. Whatever one you pick here under View will be the one that it exports to now when you do a right click or a click drag. So after I picked all the articles that I want, my normal process is to reference it inline, do the inline citation as if I'm going to use APA. You'll see the benefit for that here in just a second because it's easier to look up articles. So I've got 3 sentences here that I need to reference, and I'm going to add those references right now. I'm going to go up and click References, and here is my Mendeley plugin. I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to put Insert or Edit Citation, and it put it on the other screen. I don't know why. I'm going to type Woo 2015. Let's see if that comes up, and it already comes up right there. And I'm just going to hit OK because I'm only going to do 1, and there it put it in there for me. So I'm doing an AMA citation, but I wrote it as if I did an APA one, and I'm just going to go like that. If I had 2 or 3 citations, I would come back and do the same thing. If you want to do 2 citations, like let's say I wanted to do Woo and Lee, let's go ahead and do that right now. Do we remember? I don't remember what the other one was, the Woo one. Maybe I only have one. Let's just put any Woo anywhere, and we'll put Lee 2017 here, and that's what you'll get there. Now here's a website. This gets tricky because the websites sometimes don't pull up like you think they ought to. We recently had to do an assignment where I had probably, I think I had like 45 different web page references. So I found the easiest thing to do is to put this in and hyperlink it at the time that I wrote it, click on the link to make sure that I have it, and then come back and enter the reference like this. So I'm going to go up here, I'm going to hit Insert, I'm going to put elbow stiffness and contractures, and that, see what that did? That really didn't narrow it down. You have all of these things with elbow stiffness and contractures. So I'm going to cancel. I'm going to go back to the website since I had it pull up the website when I did it. I'm going to click here, Control C. I'm going to go back to Word, leave that there, insert citation, and let's see if this works. Control V, and because I put the hyperlink in, it pulled up the exact one that I wanted. There it is, and I'm done. To put in a bibliography is really easy. Oh, by the way, if you change and you add a reference somewhere, it'll renumber these as you go. If it's not renumbering them, then there's a refresh button you can come up here and hit as well. I'm going to go ahead now and insert a bibliography. and I have it set to be AMA. I can also change it from this screen. But there you got it. It's all done and ready to go.